Well, howdy there, Super Robot fans. My name is Austin. Welcome back to this entry into the archives. We're going to be playing scenario 44 of Super Robot Wars Alpha today. I hope you all are excited. We are like halfway through this route split, I believe. Yeah, we're halfway through this route split, and we are dealing with some more of the Dunbine plot. But I was like, I wonder if I wonder if there's more of that. It seems really quick to wrap this up, but it feels like they've set a lot more of it on Earth than in Byston Wells. Maybe that's true in the show too, but I kind of thought that the end of the show was them leaving Byston Wells, but I could be wrong. We're just checking here. Right. That is what I remembered. We want to try and get the Donkuken up to get the like super turbo ultra sword. Okay, all of our preps are complete, and we can rock and roll. Let's see. Ooh, the Majin Kaiser. That was pretty good art of it. I wonder when we are going to see it, and I wonder if it is as good as it historically is. I would imagine probably the older ones are probably going to make it as cracked. Like, that's how it started, right? Anyway, we are getting, what is the name of his ship? Oh, I don't remember. It doesn't matter. We're popping in on Drake and shot this conversation. They are talking about the goings on Earth at the time. They are surprised to see that the Gorawan is back on Earth and is defending the Far East base. They expected that it was gone with them across, and Shot's like, yeah, I would say probably keep an eye on them. Don't get too ahead of yourself. In the way that is like bootlicky to Drake still, though, you know. But Drake's like, it's gonna be fine. We can still take over the Far East base. We just need to like just escalate things. Like, let's hurry some stuff along. And he is of the impression that if he can get a hold of even a modicum of any of the like super technologies that he sees, any of the like Combattler Voltae stuff, any of the Getter stuff, any of the super technologies, he will be able to take control of both Byston Wells and this planet. So he is largely unfazed by what's going on here. And they come to the conclusion that like if something bad were to happen, they could also just like retreat back into Byston Wells, which is like kind of a safety hold for them. I'm not sure how realistic that is, but they do believe it. And I guess the other most important part there is Drake notes that Byshot and his guy Galig are fighting the Titans right now, and in Europe, and in so like they're beating the Titans too. In so doing, that like the two major forces of the planet are kind of occupied right now. And that really gives them an easy in to take the Far East base right now, despite the fact that the Godawan's back. So that seems like priority number one, especially sort of to try and like get under the Godawan getting back here. And he also thinks that Luza is still deceiving Byshot or like manipulating him on his behalf. But Shot knows but has not said anything to Drake that Luza seems to be conspiring with Byshot to like rebel against Drake. So he seems swift to leave the throne, you know. Then we jump into the hero group. We started the conversation with Banjo. He was talking about the Ava unit that they're going to get deployed to Londo. Like they're officially back with Londo Bell again. He's telling Professor Kanzaki and Igor Senior about the circumstances of like the deployments and how we all spread out right now. And Tetsuya and Jun then sort of respond back, in addition to like the rest of the plot happening of their side of things. So Tetsuya is going to hang out with Londo Bell, and that he's kind of calling the shots, and everyone's okay with that because he's been protecting the Far East base so long by himself. While we were in space. At that same time, our Combattler and Voltace have been re-outfitted with the weapon that they can use to fight the Paimon and Simon, whatever. You know the two that were supposed to be like, they were supposed to be able to stop the Combattler and the Voltace. We have a weapon to fight this now. They're getting outfitted with that at present, and the Shin Getter seems like it's about ready to launch. Everyone's still a little concerned over like how feasible it is to use it, but we'll board that bridge when we get to it, you know. But nothing good can last. Elle comes in and breaks the news with her precognitive abilities. I guess they're not really precognitive. Because she is able to like sense aura power. She knows that that Gerald and Drake's army are on the way, and that like it not only is Gerald really spooky, but like kind of too spooky. There's something like off, like something wrong with how powerful she is. I guess most of the units we wanted to play are forced to play it anyway. Okay, that works. That's fine. I do like that they're in 2 separate groups. Again, future gameplay would allow us to plan around that a little better. Yeah. So Gerald is here with. Gerald's here with too much aura power. Literally the last possible option. And the scenario is called the red-haired woman, so I'm unsurprised to hear that she is going to play a little bit more into our some story later. But Gerald is not our only threat, because like Shot is still here and is still somehow part of the SRX project. So our T-Link is like responding to him. The T-Link on the Grungus is responding to him, and that does kind of freak us out a bit. We get another L pop in, and she gets very accusatory with Shot about how much he is ruining Byston Wells, and by extension the surface, because of his want to create these machines that are so destructive and so like obsessed with like channeling and funneling hatred into people. And Shot says that, or well, a couple people interrogate him about like why is he doing this, like what is he using them for, and Shot, to his very sort of he's not quite manipulative is not the word. I was gonna say he's not quite manipulative, and that's true. That's not the word. He's opportunistic, it seems like. He's like, yeah, no, there's plenty of people I don't want to fight. Like anybody in the SRX project, I would like to stay away from like directly antagonizing them, if at all possible. But and that Byston Wells and the Earth are, still the same planet. But that doesn't mean that there's not still something that he can gain by making the robots the way that he has. So I feel like this is another instance of like, if I knew the show better, they're definitely explaining a ton. They're definitely explaining a ton in this. Just not. They're definitely leaving a couple of things up to you having watched the shows. Feels like. And then finally he gives out the orders for the group to attack the base, but Gerald says that she wants to fight Show one-on-one. So I would presume that we are going to see. Oh, we can't move the Godon. Okay, well that's going to be a bit of a problem for the Ava units. We'll move them to the farthest reaches and then let them play guard there, and then we'll deal with it from that point. So presumably Show will need to deal with Gerald. Let's look at our objectives. We seem to have the bog standard for this game, which is slightly different than normal, which is we need to defeat all enemies, and either our mothership goes down or they reach the base. They definitely like having these reach the base objectives. I don't hate them. Like I'm pro defense mission, but this does not feel the same kind of thing. Like I don't know what's different about these defense missions. There was the Macross one that was really good, where the waves just kept piling in. I guess it's because like most of the units are knowable on the map in the first place. Like we don't have to actually defend it. We can just be aggressive to start, and that will also kind of solve it, But maybe this one will be different because we have a different selection of units, because that did not really engage with anywhere we went at all. So who knows? That'll be a problem. This is Galeria. We presumed them dead when we fought last, but Shot starts ordering them around, and no dice, no base attacks. I'm curious to see if they actually attack the base. Yeah, like are you going to move at all? Yeah, I don't know if she's going to move, because like the text says that she is not agreeing with Shot, that she is like refuses his orders because he is not actually interested in unifying Byston Wells. He instead is way too obsessed with just like sowing chaos on the surface because it seems fun. So we'll send a couple people back. I don't think we're gonna need a lot of them back, but who knows? I could be making a fatal mistake. Let's check what Show's working with here. for accuracy wise. This is, oh boy, that's hunkin' rough. Are you not a boss? You are not a boss. Okay. What can you do? Because I think these are the 3 bosses. Yeah. Okay. Which one is? I would assume that the flying mode. I would assume that the like actual insect shape one is more mobility. Yes, it does. It has 10 more. That's fine. We need a flash. Or no, that's not a flash. That's a focus. And how much? Oh, we don't know how much HP they have. I guess we could scan them. We have Belle on here to scan. I mean, we have Belle on here to get levels, but she can scan. Right, they got 4,500. Okay, so we could. Don't we have spirits now? We do have spirits. He needs what? I think 120. No, he only needs 110. Oh, incredible, incredible. I think I am tempted to try and chip before that, though. I recall him. I feel like I do this with Show all the time, and it actually ends up being fine because his melee stat is just like absolutely busted. It's 0 hit. What's the worst that can happen? Let's try it. Show me what you got. Yeah, we also want to see the attack because if we do kill, I want to see how much damage we're doing. Yeah, so pretty straightforward so far. I don't think this is going to be a particularly complicated one. As usual, like the route splits are more straightforward. But it does seem like everyone is sort of beelining it to the base, which makes sense. Like those were literally the instructions given in the incredible. Those were literally the instructions given in the scenario, so like that checks out. I suspect Jero will probably attack us next turn, but we can defend if we need to. I guess here is where having Chum would be better, but you're 28. Okay, so she gained a level in there. Oh, she got a focus. That's good. I guess we should check because it's not going to show us. It's not going to show us on the actual like the results screen if Belle got a level or not, because this game is not does not work well like that. Does anyone have a scan left? Where is it? I'm so used to it being on the top. I've like not had to think about what it looks like. Where are you? There it is. Oh right, yeah, of course, on the battleship. If we can help it, oh, they're even eager. They're even easier. If we can help it, I would like to. I would like to try and drop these 3 bosses next turn, and then we can deal with one of Musica and Shot the turn after that, or the turns after that. So, like, in my head, I'm thinking this is like a 4-turn kind of deal. This is turn 2. Turn 3 is one of them. Turn 4 is the other one. Yeah. Okay, who else can get to what? I don't think this is roughly a bad place to put Tetsuya, because these ones do need to start coming down at some point. They can't just go left. Like, they need to move down to get to the base. So hopefully Tetsuya can intercept, and we have incredible. Let's toss on the guard also, and we've actually seen the Great Massacre in this, so let's fire those off. But I think we're largely speaking going to be far enough away from the Great Massacre that's probably, if they are willing to attack, it is possible they are going to attack out. That's like a slightly different pose. The 2 Massacres so far have had really dynamic poses. I've been pretty pleased with them. Yeah, like that position is normally how. Actually, I guess that's normally how the regular Massacre stands. Cool. And unsurprising, it does good damage. But like in these old games, they need the bullseye so badly. They're so useless without the bullseye because like of how the formula works in relationship to mobility. Like having worse stats in this game is way more of a consequence having worse pilot stats is way more of a consequence in these games than in later games. Or at least it is as far as damage goes. So let's see. You have Oh, no, I guess no, sorry, I apologize. Yeah, no, that's just not true for. I'm trying to move my mouse like you can point to it. That's just not true for hit and evade, because they're getting summed with the unit. They're still not great. They're still not great. Yeah, they're 10 more than, or they're 10 less than Keen, and what 50-ish less than the like robot. And I would describe Keen as an all right combat unit. Like, obviously the damage is there. Obviously the damage is there. Back when these games used to ask you to, like, juggle things. Anda Bureku. It's, like, so hard not to sing along. I'm so sorry. This is cleanly hers. And we can give Knee one of the other ones. Double EXP. That probably won't matter. Dash. I would love to. We're trying to dash. Get chopped. Oh, that was like almost a level still. I'm glad we did check that, so we didn't accidentally kill something that other people could have gotten to. Okay, so Banjo, you can take the Leprechaun. Or you can attack the Leprechaun. Like, attack here. We want a bullseye. I don't think we need to use much more than that. I would like to try and save some spirits for the big boss fights in the back. They have, in the past, given us a difficult time. We definitely need to, like, actively try to punch through the side of them. Let's see what our combat stats look like. This is not bad. That was at 62. Is it actually going to give us 30? Yeah, interesting. I'm curious why this small unit is like getting regular parameters for it. There's like so much stuff going on in this equation. Like, there's so many different things being taken into account, and it is just giving like regular. It is just giving like regular what focus does, because so often in this game does it give you half, which is so rough. How bad is this? That's pretty bad. Man, I hope the Grungus gets an upgrade soon. It really needs it. It really needs some help. It's just like its attack pool is making it so irrelevant for it to be anywhere. We don't have an Excel with Marvel. A Marvel Excel, even. So I guess she is on chip duty this turn, which is fine because landing a hit, like, that'll still give her some morale. And she's like in roughly a good position, and enemies are not going to do anything to her. Yeah, that's fine. We didn't actually care about the damage. We care about bumping that number up. Do we actually care? I wonder how much we actually care about saving the bosses. Like, we could just get one now. I think it's actually probably fine. Let's catch it. We won't take Gerald out yet. I think she has some dialogue that I would like to have pop up so we can talk about it. We need a bullseye badly. We can spend one over here. It's not breaking anything where this is. So yeah, we'll do this one. And by anything, I mean a Valor. We're at Aggressive Beast. Let's see how much HP the upgraded ones have. Because we could, like, this could be, like, turbo overkill. It's just 4,000. Yeah, I think we're going to be okay. We don't even need EXP for it because we are the highest level thing. Oh, never mind. We are equivalent to the highest level thing. I will always take an excuse to make that on Bugar so much better. Let's see how much damage we do. This is gonna be really funny if this doesn't kill. I see no way it doesn't though, but Yeah, Gerald has some more lines at least, and another story thing. But we can save her for last. Yeah, that was a lot of damage, and we did not use a Valor. When does that happen? Oh, right. It's when we shoot her down. I have not talked about the expert point yet. I do know what it is. It just hasn't shown up yet, so we're gonna wait for it to show up. You know, we can go over here and we can try and land on that. We can try and land on that green patch. Like, worse things could happen. Bummer. Yeah, that's fine. You know what? Let's leave the healers back here. We're gonna need to be more risky over here, probably. Or no, we'll send one healer this way, one healer the other way. That's much less stupid. But we are gonna probably need to be more risky around the base. Oh, we have her. We have Galleria. I did not clock that. Oh, sick. Okay. Hold on. Hold the phone. We have another Dunvine. She's got focus. Ooh, her spirits are not that good. I mean, the focus and Valor are fine. Her getting wall is kind of rough on a Dunvine. I guess we don't have a Bastille. We don't have a Bastille Day before. We didn't have one. These are both fine. The Hyper Aura, actually, yeah, the Aura Slash being 105 and the Hyper Aura being 110. Like, normally it is Aura Slash being 110, Hyper Aura being 120. So, like, this is pretty good. Right? Isn't that how it works? Oh, actually, yeah, 110, 120. Yeah. Okay, there's for sure some utility to that. Let's not underestimate that unit. That could have some, could return us some good dividends. Where are you going? Yes, this is easily an attack. Oh, here's Gerald. I love it because this game doesn't like auto assign people. We do have Chum needing to be part of this conversation, but she just like shouts from over somewhere far away. It's very funny. Oh, this part. Oh, it's just one sentence. I was gonna say, oh, this part isn't translated, but it's because it's literally one sentence. But there is a section with Gerald later. I guess she stays in place because the whole thing is that she wants to fight. She wants to fight Sho, so she's not gunning for the base in the same way. We missed a 91. Ooh, that's so bad. They're not attacking after moving. Okay, that's really scary. We're gonna need to be real careful. So, Bullet now senses something, again with his T-Link system, that there's like, something's coming. And it ain't pretty. Okay, so I guess we can start getting these flyers. I am really worried. You know, I'm gonna leave these here. I am really worried that something is gonna come close to the base and we're not gonna be able to kill it in time. I guess, hold on. Can we talk to Gerald? No, we cannot. Okay, that's fine. We could have, I don't hate having the Dun Kugar obliterate Fa. I would be okay with that. And then, who's going to use the bullseye? Sure, here's one. And I don't think we need to, like, we're not going to cache any of this because we still have Sho in the Spriggan. How much is this worth? Oh, 9,000. But it's not actually not worth. It's actually not actually worth 9,000. I've not asked this question in a hot minute. I decided we're gonna do it. I've not asked this question in a hot minute, but for people who've played this game before and are new to this channel, help me out. What is the actual debuff that being in being like high on expert points is doing? I'm curious. Like, how does the math work out for like money in EXP? Because it's for sure doing something to it. It seems very inconsistent. Here's a focus. Oh, right, we'd be using Bell's focus now instead. As long as we keep Bell on here. Oh, Soul is just 3 times damage instead of 2.5. That's nice. That's a decent upgrade. I literally don't think we need it though. That said, I think we're gonna put it on for safety's sake. Our accuracy is pretty poor. So, given that, we're at 118. We don't have enough for a Spirit now, do we? No, had we not used that Valor, we could have used the Spirit, and we could have gotten 2 more kills to give him the Hyper Aura Slash. There's no such thing as like none of the buffs to potentially change their accuracy exist in this game. So, I guess we spin the wheel. I should have checked better before. Nah, it's fine. We don't need to be. I'd rather be lucky than good. I'm also kind of wondering if killing Gerald will make some of the other people retreat. I doubt it will. Like, that feels like more like a kill shoot thing, but shot thing. Shoot shot. Yeah, incredible. Yeah, we didn't need the Valor. You just gotta check that. You gotta make sure. I also suspect that Cho probably isn't going to have much to do after this. That isn't going to just like be good enough on his own. Yeah, like if he chips, if he chips the Spriggan and we finish with the Donkugar, like that'll be good enough. So here's the Gerald bit. Are we gonna see it? Yeah, thank you. She comes back giant because her hate is making her so powerful. I'm curious if we actually get to fight her in this. I kind of was not planning on it based on how it's worded. I don't think we get to. Ooh, she big. Is this canon? Is this how this works? Is this how this works in the game? Does she die and get resurrected? But she is giant because her aura power is like overflowing and hateful of her. But oh, she is just still here. Okay. Well, I guess we kind of left ourselves in a slightly bad position, but let's see if we can work our way out of it. You know what? I'm actually not going to worry about her. I'm not going to worry about her. We're going to deal with this. These two can protect themselves. I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm sure it'll be fine. Okay, what over here has been attacked? No. Okay, 2 things have. Not what I wanted to say. Yes. We're trying so hard with knee, but no, that's definitely not the right answer. We'll flash for safety's sake, because even if we get this kill, we want to keep ourselves protected. And if we don't get this kill, we kind of want to make this like natural barrier to get it to go away from the base. Ooh, just shy. Okay, that's a bummer. Yo, Brooklyn's only 35. He could stand to benefit from this. I knew moving him next to the actual ground where he can stand up would be relevant. Now we have 51. We're maxed out, fam. Like that's 51. It's probably going to go to 65, 66. Oh no, that's also 30. Why? I for sure know that it was not giving full accuracy before. And I swear it had something to do with the fact of like size values, but maybe I'm just full of garbage. Also, does this have the 105? Oh, this also has 105. Oh, right. This is 105 and 120. So still what is it called? This one. The Bastol, the Bastoldo is still I think better than most of these grunts. Do you have a way of defending yourself? You do not. How much are you worth? Oh, this is fine. We're barely risking anything. 2,700. Ooh. So close. Okay, that's fine. I was sort of banking on this killing because we need a couple extra attacks now, which is not what we wanted to see. So, Jun, how close can you get? Not very, because this thing comes with atrocious movement. We can heal next turn if she has a next turn. We can put Marvell here because she can't really get anywhere else, and she doesn't have an Excel. Yeah, she does not. Where the Daitarn and Tetsuya can definitely get something else. You want this focus. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, great. And then presumably Tetsuya and the Daitarn can probably finish off one more of each of these. Do you have... Oh, I don't relish the idea of using an awakening for this. Okay. Do you not have any post-movement in this form? Oh, a literal one range. Okay. The Daitarn... Maybe the Daitarn's bad in this. It's like kinda... It's a little bit butts. Banjo's a really good pilot. The unit's just failing him. Okay, then... Let's put it down here. Let's not waste the Awakening now. Let's make, we want to use the Awakenings on turns where we can actually get something out of it. This is just an execute, so let's do that and get one of these idiots cleared. 36. These should probably be at like 35 or 36. So based on what we saw before, so let's give this EXP one also. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, and I think we've got 4 unused. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, okay. I guess let's bring Genrai up here. Oh, right, we need to see if someone has a trust. Yes, presumably. Oh no, it's L. Even better. Oh right, but trust honks in this. That's fine. Like that should be enough. I know the regulars don't attack, but maybe Musika does, or whatever her name is. Ooh, okay. Here is the distress that Brooklyn was sensing. It is Yazan and some of the Titans. He has come to bring us a warning and ultimatum. I need to go slowly on clicking this. He has promised that Jamitov of the Titans is going to just throw a nuke at the base unless they hand it over right this second. Don't think yes or no, we kill you in a minute. Like it's very, we're very intense right now. So Igor, the base captain, is like, oh, obviously I'm not going to hand the base over. Like I can't do that. And the other pilots are like, well, that's fair, but also it's the Titans. If you hand it over, they might still just drop the nuke anyway. We don't know what's going to happen. So, like, we can at least do our best to, like, see where this goes, you know? But ultimately, we sort of switch positions. Igor says that the nuclear destruction would, like, the nuclear weapons would, like, wreak untold destruction on everyone around. And Shinobu is spearheading the, like, but what if they get the base? Like, that's a lot more power they can do stuff with. Like, if we're already suspect about them doing anything to us, we should be suspect about them doing anything to anybody. Igor says it's an order, hand over the base. Otherwise, you have no connections to the base anymore. And Banjo's like, I see what game you're playing. So everyone collectively is like, we refuse. And we'll get there. So this is our skill point. We need to actually hand over the base, which is weird. Which is this one. We need to hand over the base. Hear me? Okay, great, thank you. It feels very counterintuitive. Okay, so yeah, here's where everyone's like, we refuse to listen to your orders, Igor. And he Now, he's like, well, you're all relieved of your positions from the base. Yeah, please act with your own discretion. As if we weren't already doing that. Like, I understand that this moment is like probably pretty cool in universe, but it comes across here as very flat. Oh. I guess we were going to, I guess if we said we weren't handing over the base, we would have fought them. That's disappointing. I'm sad that the expert point meant that we just had fewer things to fight, but that's okay. Why can't we counter with this? Because she's at 2 range, that's why. Okay, good answer. Let's say, I want to see what this looks like. I want to see what this looks like. There's no shot she kills us, right? She can't kill the Donkugar. Right? It's they just kind of click the bottle and went. I love when they do it. No, it is different than that. It is different than that. I also did not think to check if this was going to change. Ooh, I think we are short on energy. Don't we need 80? I think we need 80. I wonder if we can still do it. That could be a problem. We can still use the Donkugan, but that's fine. What do we got now? Oh, right. In addition to Igor, I've like tried to avoid calling him or Igor, or like I called him the Elder Igor, because Alan Igor is also here. Like I know him not just as Alan, but Alan Igor, which I believe it's just the base Igor's son. He is in the Blackwing. Yeah, Blackwing. It's a like bird transformer deal. It can switch into this robot guy. He is sort of the like the sidekick ranger, the white ranger, the green ranger of the team, and he's willing to help us fight. He's willing to help us fight this fight. I don't believe he combines in here, but in later entries he will combine into Final Donkugar, but not in this game. Also, sometimes the Blackwing has resupply, but it does not seem to here. It seems like it's just a combat unit. I'm curious to see how well it does. It right now, my knee-jerk reaction is to say that it seems to kind of behave like the Macross Valkyries, kinda. We have a melee attack. We're mostly ranged. Okay. And then we're at 135, 125. Interesting. So his humanoid form is actually more mobile than his like animal form, which is like not typical. I guess we'll just Donkugan Gerald. I kind of. Yeah, I guess it's just up to, like, we'll just see how much damage this does. I do feel a bit of a doof having spent the way we did here, but Bell's got wall now, cool. I'm really hoping because of just like how these like fairy pilots are working, that they're both gonna have something broken at the end, and that the end of their spirit pool is actually like pretty early because of them functioning as like support units. But we'll see. I wonder what they said. This is about her. There's a lot of repetition happening, but it's fine. It's fine. And then Chum shouts from outside the arena. Oh, right. Sorry. I guess I didn't forget about this part. Oh, because we didn't have a bullseye on she after image. That's pretty bad. We're not gonna get hit. It's just like it's unfortunate we're wasting turns. But that's fine. We've not actually done anything with the Donkugar yet, so we're gonna land at actual is resupply a command? Hold on. Let's first think, is resupply a command? I think it is. I just don't think we have it out. Is the deal. Yeah, no, we don't have it if it does exist. Okay, we could separate into animal forms. Do any of these use energy? They do not. They use ammo. Just, does this kill us is the deal. Because I think it probably does. So never mind. Let's come back together. We have 76. We need 80. If we land in the water, we can walk far enough back, not spending energy, that we will be able to regain enough to use the the big guns next time. Do we want to spend a bullseye on this? We can spend this bullseye and we can keep a Valor up for next time. We still have a Valor here. Yeah, so we could spend this bullseye next time on Shinobu, and then use this Valor. Yeah, I think we are good. I can't see why hitting her somehow is not just probably the right answer. I do want to move as far away as possible just in case she does some like weird circling around positioning. And ooh. Okay. What do you got going on? That is a lot more stats than I was expecting. I guess because she's big, she pivoted from a real into a super. Okay. How do you not have range for an attack? What are you talking about? Oh, she doesn't have enough morale. There we go. What? Oh, because this is still us. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sorry, I'm just not used to seeing one of those on our side yet. The Balyut, the Botun, you know the one. Yeah, we'll do one of those. Bullseye. I think we're just gonna burn everything this turn. This is like probably really exceedingly wasteful, but I don't want to die to something stupid like this. Yeah. Great. I don't think that Ava's gonna have anything to do. That's okay. We've got 1, 2, 3. The giant robo can punch that leprechaun out. I'm here for it. And then everyone else can gang up on Musica. Which we will. We're almost at 110, but that's not gonna change anything. We're too far away for 110 to matter from here. And we could spend 2 morale to go to 130, but that also seems deeply unnecessary. So let's just bullseye, hit it for a good chunk, and maybe we just spend 1 other unit to take out this leprechaun. Have I mentioned that it is very allergy here? Gracious. You probably know if you've watched the stream. Okay, that's fine. That's not the end of the world. If we commit like me or Keen to this, it'll be fine. Remember when this unit used to be good? It probably was good because we were given a lot of morale to start. We are at 110 now. Yeah, okay, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, we can. Okay, let's move Tetsuya and attack. Also, what's her name? Is it Musica? Musia? The boobity? The woman who should not be on the battlefield. We don't want to move her. Okay, we can move the Daitarn. This is fine. We can sun attack it. And this is like pretty well out of the way. Okay, but we want to kill something else first. Hold on, we'll figure this out. We want a willpower, a valor, and a bullseye. But we want to kill something else first because we're at 19. I kind of wanted Keen to do this, but I guess we do want Nay because he is lower level, but Keen's way more accurate. Oh, and no. So it's not that she's more accurate. It's that she actually has double XP. That's fine. Okay, this should be okay. We didn't need to watch this. That's okay. We'll watch it anyway. Then we can once this Botun is dead, we can use the Sun Disc attack on the Daitarn, and that moves it out of the way so we can heal me. Or not me, Keen. Exactly the opposite. Exactly the opposite of what I said. Excellent. And then that just leaves Shot and the super leprechaun. Oh, a Valor. Okay, I'm happy with that. Yeah, I think the Dunbines might be like the secret sauce for this game. They seem pretty cracked. I think we're good. Yeah, we don't have any way to pass off bonus gains. So, yeah, they might just be cracked if we can like put a little bit of investment in them, because like we're getting pretty close to 100% accuracy with a focus. Like any amount of upgrades into their mobility is good enough. Probably. I've also not thought to check if their limit is working well. Right? Like maybe they are over limit. I would not be surprised because Show was over limit I think twice. That was like a little baby chip. Come on. Oh, never. Okay, that was everything. Good. Okay, never mind. Easy. Yeah, we are now at the point where bosses need to have like real health bars, and which is fine. Like this is like good power. This is like good power scaling. We like came back from our vacation in space, and now like all of our old enemies are quaking in their boots. We're like showing them that we mean business. Yo, that booster. If we keep using the Venus, we can probably put that on her. Though I don't hate it on. Everyone just wants them. I hate that the boosters take up space. Like I kind of. This would not be good. This would not be balanced. I'm not acting like this is a good suggestion. But sometimes I do wish the boosters worked like boots from Fire Emblem, where I could just spend something to get some extra movement on these guys, because golly, do they need it. You know what? It's Gerald. We were told I'm going to put these a little risky because we know they're not going to get attacked, because that's just like not what the text of the game says. Right? The text of the game says that the Show is the one that she's after, not the base. So I am sort of hoping that Shoot will like start moving a bit. He is hanging back there for a minute. You can't move, so by extension, the Ava can't move. Kind of. Come on, thank you. I don't have to come and chase you down. Oh, interesting. No, she is now breaking the rules established, because I guess she's too angry now. Right, and she after imaged because we don't have bullseye on her. Yeah. I don't think Daunts exist. No, in fact, they are not in our pool. Okay, let's remember how this bird works now that we looked at one time. Can we, like, just smash you into the side of it? Yeah, I guess we can. Seems bad, though. Is that really all the damage we did? Does she have regen somehow now? Aura power and after image? No, she has potential. Okay. I was thinking we were going to do the Don Cougar first, but we were going to save the Don Cougar for last and just try and get over the potential hump. Bell, you take this. As fun as it would be to give it to Show, I just don't think that he is anything but a starting character, like a starting target. Because like, if we still had Soul up, I might consider it. But we do not, so I do not. Where are we at, Marvell? Yeah, you know what? Well, we can. I'm okay with jumping up. there. We can go like bam, 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 bam. That's 40, 80. Nope, we can't do all of those. How's your accuracy looking? We might not be able to do double XP. Oh, never mind. Okay. We don't need accuracy. She is already as accurate as can be. Wild that she is more accurate. Oh, but is she going to die on the clapback? Oh, that's such a shame. Okay, we're gonna be safe with her. Living is more EXP than dying. Unsurprised that she has some dialogue, but not recorded. I gotta record these at a better time so I can like translate them if we do not. Oh, that's so bad. Oh. Yeah, I keep overlooking the context of not having the bullseye to guarantee hits. Okay. You have to take this. Thank you. Ow. Ow, my bones. Ascend. I think I think we have to try. Right? We have to try. I guess how much money are we throwing away? Ooh, that's a ton of cash. That's so much money. Oh, that's so bad, but it is what we gotta do. All right, let's see how much we rock her for. That's fine. She'll probably reward us like 2,000 anyway, because she was like technically like she was like one of the small units before, so not real boss money or whatever. I don't know. I'm just trying to. I'm going through the 5 stages of grief or whatever. I can't even do the number right. I'm so distracted. That's crazy. Who knew that in alpha you could do international saga levels of damage? I mean, it's not gotten that high yet. It's not gotten that high yet, but that is a lot more than I thought we were going to see at all. And we're like we're like still in the middle of. We're kind of in the middle. We're still kind of in mid game. Okay, we lost 10K off of that. That's pretty. That's pretty. It feels pretty low bad. Are you not full healed? No, you are. You're missing energy. We don't have a resupplier here. Okay. So I guess we just hustle these two over to the rest of our team, and we can heal them next turn when Musica comes in, or not Musica. When Shot comes in. I would like to try and get a Blackwing attack on screen. I don't know how much we're actually use it, so I would like if it's force deployed, we may as well try. Okay, that should be good. Ooh, that's definitely a way it could move. That is for sure a choice on how it could move. While we are more apt to use Ginrei, let's cash this in on Jun because she probably has better spirits and is lower level, so it actually matters. Are any of you hurt? No, none of you are hurt. It's definitely a detriment to how things work here, but like, what else are we supposed to do? If we get, we're largely in positions where like if we get hit, we die. So we kind of need to fade a lot of damage through, or we need to deal with damage a lot through just like never taking a hit. Do we have spirit? No, we do not. That's fine. What else? What else we got? Okay. We'll have Brooklyn chip it this turn, and then we can kill it next turn. This map is going like pretty quickly time-wise, but I for sure thought we were going to be here for many, many fewer turns. Yeah, y'all come over here. It's just that Musica starts so far away. He's so far away. I wonder, I'm still like in LTC mode. We were talking about it today on stream with Tricky. So I wonder how LTCE this game can be with like how stupidly it puts some units sometimes in like proximity to each other. Like I imagine there's better. I imagine there's got to be something better than not dealing with it. Like my solution right now has just been to not address it and not really consider how we get to units that are like really far away. So I have to imagine there is something that can be done, but I wonder what that something is. Bud, where are you going? It doesn't help that he's just like actively running out of combat constantly. We can still use the dye gun. Have a taste of my dye gun. Yeah, perfect. He's only got 5,000 left. Okay, I remember him being scarier than he actually seems to be here. We have him pretty got already. Yeah, we can have Alan like come in here. Just like he's not going to do anything probably really relevant, but just for the sake of getting to say that he did something. I really like his helmet. His helmet's pretty sick looking. We've got 5,500. Okay, how bad is this? Oh, we were taking a lot of extra damage from that. Maybe this ain't the play. Maybe this ain't it, Chief. Okay, we can bullseye with the Great Mazinger. We can tap it with the Great Mazinger and then finish it with Brooklyn. Yeah, I think that's fine. We have another healing target. Although June is too far away, never mind. So we can't. I was thinking I would like to try and Valor or Fortune this, but I don't think we get to from this position. But we're gonna commit to it now, just to make sure I have to do it some way. I gotta force myself to it, you know. Then let's bring Marvel back over here. That will probably work. Though I guess Marvel probably could. Hold on. Could you just do this for us? Yeah, and then we'll use the Hyper Aura Slash. And if this doesn't kill, then Brooklyn can clean it up. We still have a number of fortunes left. Yeah, this should be fine. I need to push her up with Show to like get us to those 60s now. I have finally overcome my allergy. I'm saying optimistically, I finally overcome my allergy to this unit has gotten good, therefore we should not use it because of like play testing and like trying to test mechanics. It's like so still ingrained in me. Cool. Easy, difficult. That was practically nothing. Their movement was definitely wonky there. Yo, a Psycho Frame. I got like way more hype about that last time now that I realize it's not as good as it used to be. But that's fine. Okay, a lot of stuff's gonna happen real quick like. So first the whole team talks about Gerald and how potent the aura power can be. And that like it seems kinda like it's destiny for everyone that uses aura power. And then Brooklyn also thinks to himself, and also people with T-Links, because this was like tripping my T-Link. To like be consumed by their power and get destroyed themselves. So I guess this means Gerald's dead, maybe, or like presumed dead. And the danger of their power is like really all consuming. The Combattler and the Voltaire show up to be like, "Hi, we're here to help," and everyone's like, "Ooh, yikes!" Like pulls collar. You just missed him. You're a little slow, but don't worry, you can fight the Maximals. Is Maximals what's that thing called? Hold on, I was just looking at it. Sorry, Maxingle. Maximal is a Transformer. Maxingle is a Transformers like series. The Maxingle coded enemies, the Paimon and the Simon. And then Alan also just like starts sassing Shinobu out of nowhere, and that like everyone's hold on. The whole of Londo Bell will be destroyed unless that person reconsiders. Is that Shapiro? Maybe. I guess I don't know. Dunkugar. Shinobu also asks who that person is, and Alan says that Shinobu that he needs to learn more than just technique to pilot his unit. He's like the reverse Amuro, right? Everyone's always like, Amuro, your unit's so good, like early, like in like 007 or 079. You won because of that damn mobile suit. But here it's Shinobu is like relying too much on his technique, which is a weird thing to say. But Igor then leaves, so I wasn't expecting that. We'll see what happens with him later. Sorry, I guess I spoiled this, but Hazuki asks Igor if that guy we saw was his son, and Igor's like, I have no son. So, like, yeah, he does. It's just his son. It's fine. It's fine. I'm curious why, though. And then we get a call from the Photon Power Lab, and there was just a big old colossal explosion there during the Shin Getter boot sequence. So presumably we're going to have to go and clean that up now, because it's probably going to run amok without us. This is some interesting world building. I would like them to explore more. Alpha feels very hit or miss. Like sometimes it's firing on all cylinders like W, and then other times it's firing on like the first draft of someone writing a fan fiction but does not actually want to write a fan fiction. So Nerve gets notifications that the Getter ray explosion happened and that they're tracking the nuclear radiation. I mean, Getter rays, that they're over 400 times what they're supposed to be. And everyone's worried that's going to like cause a mutation in the Eva Unit 3 because Eva Unit 3 is being tested in that area. And everyone's like, well, Getter Ray's advanced life. What's the like final stage of like, what's the most advanced form of life? And Gendo, being his happy-go-lucky, cheery self, was like, death. It is death. And he's really excited, but he's sure that the council will not be pleased with what's going on here. So who knows what that means, but Getter Ray fueled Ava. I mean, just Getter Ray fueled anything. I want more stuff to interact with each other. Like, that's the promise these games have to offer. Give it to me. Give it to me. All right, I keep wanting to go into the other menu because that is how the other games work. You need some upgrades. We're pretty darn close. We're getting there. I don't actually put it in. Yeah, it is. Okay, I was 36 before. I thought it was 37 before. My bad. The other thing I want to check before we leave is if anyone, it's under pilots, not units, if anyone is overcapping from limit. So let's check that while I'm saying my like farewell, or like while we're wrapping up. This has been that was an okay scenario. Like it did fulfill exactly what I was trying to say about the defense maps we've been getting. That they just don't really feel like defense maps so much. Like, we for sure need to take care of those units before they get there, but generally speaking, they're not really threatening us at all. And it's just, it's kind of boring that they never counterattack us. I don't mind that some don't counterattack. I'm so here for that. But, like, mix a couple in. Mix some of the, like, really aggressive ones, moderately aggressive ones, and, like, targetedly aggressive ones, I think. Or just put more of them out. There was a lot of downtime there because we just were, like, waiting for the two bosses to show up. And, like, moving towards them just was such a bad like, it wasn't bad, like, oh, no, it's going to make the game more difficult. It was just, like, such an unwieldy proposition because they weren't going to post-movement attack us anyway. I do think that's, like, not exactly it. And we've seen them refine it a little bit better when they do other defense maps. It's just a shame that, like, in refining them, we lose the number count of them. What else? I'm really surprised to get Galleria. I'm very pleased with her. I haven't done it here yet. Maybe before I record the next one. Probably not, because I gotta record for Friday. Maybe before, like, after Friday before Wednesday, I will do like a small little write-up about all of the Dunbine units we have so far, and I can make some comparisons and we can talk about it on stream. Because it seems like the Bastole seems like pretty competent. I'm pretty pleased with it. And we maybe need to move it over onto someone who's like a little bit better at using a real robot. She kind of seems like she's more like a super pilot, which is fine. That's fine. I don't mind having a pilot that's like perfect, but That's where that is. I'm curious to see. I don't know when Final Dawn Cougar shows up. I think it's called Final when they combine together, which is also an invention for these games. I'm pretty sure these games made it up. And they canonized it later in a movie, right? But I'm pretty sure these games started it. But we will see about that in the future. We still have one more map in our route split, and that is called a god or a devil. I have a sneaking suspicion what devil-shaped red-horned monster that might be, but we shall see. Then we have a pseudo route split, it's a route split we've already decided on, in that there is a super route and a real route. And after that, we are back to. I'm saying this because I want to see like roughly where we were. Yeah, we at least have like 2 more chunks before we get to the final chunk. Yeah, so we're still cooking. Oh, right. Sorry. Actually, one more thing. We are at 44. We are at 44 expert points. We are right at the cusp of the biggest thing the expert points are giving us, which is a different ending. One more expert point and we have a different ending. If we stay here or drop some, then we get the normal expert the normal ending. I originally wasn't going to look for this, but I went through and made a catalog of, or I started making a catalog of a catalog. I started getting the spaces ready to fill in save states to be able to get back to like any point in the game when I want to be able to like get data or like gather for it. And in so doing, I just had to look at them, and I saw that this game has 2 endings depending on expert points. So unfortunately, I saw that. It's fine. I won't look more than that to see if they do anything else. But we are well on our way, and that wasn't going to change anything anyway. Like, there's still so many more expert points. We're still going to gun for literally as many of them as possible, even once we are like well over 45. We're going to keep doing them. So like, we would have hit it anyway, and I just would have found out afterwards. Like, oh, we got the good ending. Cool, neat. But that will do things for me. Thank you all, everyone, so much for watching. If you're enjoying this, you can look forward to seeing another episode on Friday. That'll wrap up our route split like we just said. But if you want to come hang out with me live, we have a stream on Thursday. We're very close to the end of W. We're like right at the threshold. I think that stream should get us exactly up to the door of the last chapter. And then Sunday will be another episode of W, and that will probably be the final. That'll probably be the final stream of it, and then we'll do sort of like the post-mortem wrapping things up. I'll make a light tier list probably. We can talk about like my general thoughts about the story or like the arc of the game. But expect, regardless of whether we finish the map early or not, we definitely won't be playing anything else that day. We can just like do wrap up about W. So if you want to come and hang out with that, please, you're welcome to. I would love to see you there. Then on Monday, we have more SD Gundam G Generations Overworld. I'm recording this on a Monday. I did the same thing today like 3 times. I just like was trying to figure out how to fit it in the Super Robot Wars like nomenclature paradigm, and it was not coming to me. That is Monday, which should be the whole of our week. I am trying to figure out some time off upcoming. It's quite possible it's going to be like after that Monday. So hold for anything after that, which is also why I'm not going to mention a book club quite yet. It is very likely that week is going to be a week off for me, but I'll mention more about that in the future when it comes up. But because I usually mention book clubs here and I'm not going to this time, or future book clubs, that's why. But if you'd like to read our book club right now or watch our book club right now, we are finishing episodes 25 and 26 of Martian Successor Nadeshiko. Even if you did not join us for the watch through, if you have some thoughts on it, I would love to hear them. Please feel free to share. We are also, I've chosen to watch the Genki Ganger clip show, but I understand why you might not, because it's not really relevant to the plot, and it's half of it is just like stringing together all of the clips from inside Nadeshiko proper, with a couple of extra like extended bits to those scenes, and then the second half is like a light retelling of Mazinger Z versus the Great General of Darkness. It was fun. It was enjoyable, but like it's just like not really related to Nadeshiko at all. It's like a fun little silly time. And then we're also watching Prince of Darkness. I feel like we really like that was sort of the end. That was sort of the ultimate goal in my mind of doing this, because it shows up so much in these games. I do have a lot of thoughts about it, but I think we're largely going to save them until we see Nadeshiko interact with the story a lot more. They really were not in the story very much in W. So presumably once we play a game after OG, I think we're playing a portable after OGs, which I know is going to be a long time coming. But if they're in that game, maybe we'll see them interact with the story. We can talk about it some then. But the short answer I will say is I understand why people are so critical of the movie and why the 3-part series did not continue. But that'll wrap things up for me. Thank you again for watching and for listening through my little ending preamble there. I appreciate you sticking around. We are growing in number and in potency. We've had so many people join recently. We've had like extended members of the community come and check things out. Like someone who does translation, who's like done some translating for GC and is like working on another project for 2 is hanging around now. Bring Stabity, the 00 pilot, is their handle. So I'm absolutely delighted that we're seeing some more people hanging out in chat. If you've been lurking for a while, please come hang out if you want to. We're all happy to have you all. I'm just so delighted that we are like, you know, momentum is still growing. Oh, I guess we also kind of missed the anniversary of the channel. Oops, whoops. Happy anniversary, everybody. I'm recording this, I guess, on the 1-year anniversary of my channel, but it's going to go up a little bit later than that, but I forgot to mention it during stream, so I guess, like, happy late anniversary. It's been a year of doing this already. Not a year of streaming, admittedly, but it's been a year of recording videos, so I guess it's only fitting that we're talking about this during a pre-recorded video. I uploaded my first R video, or I made live my first R video on the 14th of April last year. So this has been an incredible journey so far through a year. But I'm sure I will gush more about that next time I'm on stream. So if you want to hear more about that, come hang out with me tomorrow, I guess, if you're watching this when it comes out. But that'll be it for me. Enjoy your evening, make meaning out of the rest of your day, and I will see you all out in the stars.